welcome everybody to another video of Dead by Daylight. My name is Cubeproductions. Today we're using a really weird build. Using one of my favorite hex perks, but I never use it because it's kind of hard to use. Hex trial control. It's very simple. If a survivor were to vault a pallet, a window or a vault, it gets blocked by the NZ for 60 seconds. Which is really good and really strong. We have the escalation. After we hit a survivor or a survivor gets injured by any means, after 3 seconds, the perk will activate for 20 seconds, and if a survivor vaults a pallet, vaults a pallet at least, and your terror radius, it will break automatically. We all know what Scorpion Resonance does. And then Hex Undying, where basically we're trying to protect our Hex Trial Control from being cleansed immediately. That's why I don't use Hex Trial Control, because it gets cleansed immediately and then you lose. And then we're using a special add-on you all know and love it, Battle Targeting Processor and Brown Noise Generator. So we're able to actually make sort of the oblivious and maybe catch them off guard. Without further ado, let's get to the game so I can show you how great this build is. Bad Ham Preschool number 4. I don't remember which one this is. I never remember anyway. All I know is I hate them all half the time because they just end up being bad. But we're on Bad Ham Preschool. I hate Bad Ham Preschool. Like I said, it depends. Like I don't really know which one's which, and I never remember words. I never remember because I just don't feel like remembering it. But I really need to understand like which one's which. So right now I'm trying to put my drones in actual good locations because it kind of hit me that I've been placing my drones kind of badly. I've been playing a lot more killer, so I need to make sure I put my drones in the right spots because not having low power mode to be able to play drones faster will mean I get like less recovery on the drone recharge. It's kind of bad, so I gotta make sure I place the drones in the right spot or I'm going to die. So I see scratch marks and I'm like, yes, I'll catch you off guard. So this girl is gonna run and then she's like, you know what? Because of the fact that you caught me, I guess I'll just give up. And I'm like, what? Like, I don't understand. So I was like, you know what? Okay. So I guess her logic was, the scroll merchant snuck up on me and I don't feel like playing anymore. And I'm like, okay, I guess. So I'm gonna hold this girl. And I'm like, I don't have any remorse because I hate players like that. Like, why are you giving up? I don't understand. And then exactly like I told you, right when the game started, literally someone immediately cleansed my Hex Totem. And by the way, someone completed a gym, so that's annoying. But this girl is killing herself on the hook, so I'm not really worried. And then David comes out of nowhere and tries to save, and I'm like, no, I'm still here. And now this girl is gonna probably die on the hook because she's gonna kill herself. And I'm like, I don't really care what you do because you gave up immediately, so clearly you don't want to play the game. And I'm like, why is my drone not scanning? And it did, thank the Lord. So now I got a free scan, and now basically I don't have to worry about anything anymore because these survivors are going to lose because they lost a survivor, and they lost a teammate in the first 2 minutes of the game. So I win, basically. But now I'm going to chase this girl, but this loop's really annoying. But luckily I'm on this side of the loop, which is basically like mind gameable, but the other side's not. So because it's mind gameable, I'm going to put a thing on her, a claw trap on me, and I was hoping that swing would hit her, and it surprisingly did, honestly. I thought it was going to miss, but it did hit her. So now we have Score Trick Pain Resonance, even though literally we're going to win anyway, so it's fun even using it. But might as well use my perks and get some blood points out of it, because why not? So now I'm going to go over here and put a drone in this location, but like I said before, not really a point in trying anymore because she left the game. But I guess I'll explain to you the thought process of the build. Basically, I want to make a build that's better at chasing survivors because I've only been losing any game. I did one every game. I've only lost one game so far ever since I've been recording. And I don't even know how I know why. Azeroth's Resting Place. I hate that map. It was on that map. I hate Azeroth's Resting Place so much. But yes. That is the reason why I lost that game. But I've been losing a lot of games, I noticed, because basically my score merchant isn't really bad, but if I put my drones in really bad spots, they don't end up having an impact on the game. This girl right here, she like teabagged or whatever she did, and then she didn't even make the pallet. I was like, okay. But as I've been losing some games, and if you've noticed, this build is very similar to the build that I used in the last video, where basically I have Desolation and I have Score Trick Pain Resonance. I feel like Score Trick Pain Resonance is necessary on really almost any killer, but especially on Score Merchant, because Score Merchant has a hard time defending gens now that they nerfed her, well, now that they reworked her, and also because of the fact that she can't go across the map insanely fast like, you know, the Nurse or the Blight or Hillbilly. So she can't actually go to the generators that you need to protect. So that's the reason why I use Score Trick Pin Resonance. Also, being able to lower the highest gen by 25% is really strong, so no point in not using it. And then Desolation is useful because of the fact that it helps me win chases better, because I can basically enter a survivor by any means, and then if they try and vault a pallet during a chase, I can basically kill them. And that's really good as well. And because of Hex crowd control, now they can't even vault windows, because I also kill them. So basically this entire build is like, you don't get to play the game, the build. So on paper, it sounds broken, but in reality it's not at all, because Hex crowd control is not a good perk. The reason why Hex crowd control is not a good perk is because of the fact that it's a Hex totem, and survivors will see you have a Hex totem and they'll go bloop and immediately try and cleanse it, because there really is just no point in not cleansing the totem. The totem is insanely strong, so not cleansing it is basically suicide. So because of that reason, you need to make sure you cleanse that totem, and that's the reason why I have Hex, what's it called, Undying. The way when it does get cleansed, I have the ability to still have it active. But as you'll see in the next game, they actually cleanse it twice, and then they cleanse both totems. I don't mean to spoil you, but in the next game, you're gonna see why it's not a good build, and why it's not a good perk. But we'll see if you still win or not, because even though they're gonna cleanse my totems, that doesn't mean that I don't know how to play the game and that my Score Merchant is not amazing. So let's get to the second game so I can show you how great this build is. That Hand Preschool 4. Again, because apparently the game really wants me to play on this annoying map. Fun! So as you know, like I said, my totems are probably going to be cleansed this game, so I need to make sure that I try and win even though it's going to happen. So my totems are actually in pretty good spots. I believe actually it's in the same spot it was in the last game, which is kind of sad. But they're in pretty good spots. But the problem is you can't really defend totems with Score Merchant, so it's kind of hard to do this. So I'm gonna immediately break this wall, and then the wall is broken, and then the survivor's like, "Oh, hello," and I'm like, "Hello." So now I get to kill her, but I'm in a really good position because I got a free hit really fast. And now Desolation activated, and she can't even vault pallets or breaking them. But I'm in a bad position because of the fact that she's in the bottom area. And the bottom area is torture. So I can't really do much about this. Also, Score Merchant cannot put drones down here because this healing is too small. So that's annoying. She can't put drones in a certain spot. So now I use my untenable side effect to try and get this girl off the hook. I mean, off the gen. But I hit the wrong person. I didn't even know the guy was there. And then I'm going to make him drop the pallet because he's scared, and then also Desolation's gonna break the pallet because he waited 3 seconds. And now I'm gonna hook him on this hook. I was praying it was a score trick, but well, alas, it was not. This girl's done trying to do this gen, even though clearly it's not gonna get done fast enough. And now she's dead. And now I'm gonna hook this guy right here. I'm gonna kick this gen because I'm not in the mood to deal with that nonsense. And now I'm gonna hook her on the score trick because I wanna make that gen lose more progress. And there goes my, of course, Hex Undying, because of course it can't be a game of Score Merchant if I can't use my Hex perks, so that's fun. So, I do believe Hex Crowd Control is actually a good perk. Now, will I probably use it again? Of course. But, do I really think, like, it's worth using? Not really. Like, it's not, it's such a weird perk, because it's really good, but a Hex Totem, a Hex perk is just basically bound to be destroyed. That's how Hex perks work. The only good Hex perk that, like, you, even though it will get destroyed all the time, but it's still really good, it's like Hex is Our Hope is extremely strong. And then, of course, there's, like, I do like Hex Blood Favor, but there's some good Hex perks that are, like, you know, amazing, but they're still going to get destroyed. This girl runs in the corner because she's like, you know what, I'm done playing. And I'm like, okay. But luckily for me, there's a hook close enough where I actually could hook her. I do really hate when survivors run in the corner of the map because I'm like, I bet I'm not going to be able to get this stupid annoying, what's it called? I bet I'm not going to be able to get this hook. And then I got the hook, so I was like, yes. So as you can see, this game got, well, you know, these people got destroyed because literally I hit one survivor and then another survivor decided to try and do a gen right in front of me like I'm not going to kill you while I'm carrying the survivor. And then both of the survivors that I hooked decided to give up because they're like, nope. And now I win, basically. Now all I have to do is find this last girl. Now sadly, she doesn't have a claw trap on her, so I can't track her with my radar. But I know she's over here somewhere. But honestly, I don't even care if she gets the hatch or not because of the fact that what's it called? Because of the fact that I literally already won and I'm already accomplished. And I thought they cleansed both my totems this game, but I must be remembering a different game because I don't know what they're doing. I didn't really read the notes, but I know Dead by Daylight says something about like certain games, like certain maps coming more often. I can tell this girl has the that is with the hatch right next to her because of the fact that literally she's just doing that over again. And there she is. And she's matched. That was the quickest game of Dead by Daylight I've ever had probably with Scoreboard. Like literally the one time where no one DCs but I still destroy them all is kind of insane. So that was the second game. Now let's go to a third game because literally I wasn't planning on this video being this short. So now we have a third long game to show you. But of course, it can't be a Scoreboard video unless I'm playing on Ornament because I love Ornament. Okay, time for the last game of the video. So this game is really interesting and I want you to watch because a lot goes on and I don't even honestly know what to say. So basically, like you drone my drone in really good spots. But there was one really good survivor, I believe it was the Fangmen. And I know the Fangmen are always the annoying survivors, but this Fangman was so annoying. So normally when a good survivor exists, I do one or two things. I either go after them immediately because of the fact that they're annoying, or I go after them last because of the fact that I'm like, you know what, you're obviously better than me, I'm not going to even try and beat you, I'm not even going to try and chase you and then get into an 8-hour chase, I'll just leave you be and then I'll chase you last. Doesn't matter what happened to the last second because you're last, so you'll die eventually. So the Fangman was a problem, but before I even get there, we were able to use our stealth tactic to basically get the survivor and catch her off guard. So the reason why I'm using, even though we didn't really even get to use it yet, but the reason why I'm using Brown Noise Generator is because of the fact that having survivor be oblivious helps a lot when it comes to basically making sure they don't know where you're coming from. This girl, the Fangman, she runs right in front of me. I'm like, no, no, no. So because of that reason, I'm trying to chase her, and she activates my second drill. I'm like, yes. She already has two stacks of blood on her. So I'm like, this is really good. Then I noticed she doesn't have any blood. I'm like, what? And then it hit me, and she has Lucky Break, and I'm like, where are you? So then she goes on the top floor and drops the pallet down immediately, and I'm like, yep, okay. So because of that reason, I can heal her healing. So I'm like, I gotta go there. And I gotta actually break that pallet and I gotta chase this girl, even though it's gonna be a waste of my time. I gotta break that pallet. I try to use my unintenable, that way she doesn't know exactly where I am. Also because when I'm unintenable, I don't have a red stain, so there's a chance that she just won't know immediately that I'm coming up there and she won't run immediately. Luckily for me, I was able to get a clock for her, so now I can track her and not have to worry about the fact that she has Lucky Break. And in case you don't know what Lucky Break does, Lucky Break makes it when you're injured, you don't leave pools of blood or scratch marks, which is really, really annoying. Now, of course, because they nerfed Iron Will and made it so Iron Will only is 75% effective instead of 100%, you can't use Iron Will plus Lucky Break and basically be the silliest person on the planet. And because of that reason, I can still find her with my eyes and with my ears. So because of that reason, it's not really that big of a deal if she has Lucky Break or not. But it is the fact that because she does have it, it's annoying that I have to be even more attentive to where she is, or I will lose her and then lose the chase immediately. I did give up on her though, because as you can see, she's on the ground right now. She used the perk, I can't remember what it's called, but it's the perk where basically you down yourself, and then after I think like 30 seconds, you can heal yourself a full, which is kind of cool. But I purposely stopped chasing her because I was wanting to get everyone injured and then eventually I'll get it down like this. Also, getting everyone injured is really, really good. So I did a flashlight me, and then I ran into the flashlight, and I was like, what? And I was so mad at myself because I almost got flashlighted, but I did not. And I believe I'm going to hold this girl on a score choke, and now the generator with the most progress will lose 25% automatically. I was thinking it was this one right here because it did have a lot of progress. But I don't really know. That's one reason why I thought about using the perk surveillance, so I can tell exactly which generator is the one that lost the progress. But I did not use that perk because that perk does not what's it called? It's kind of a waste of a perk slot, honestly. Sometimes it is. It just depends. So this generator gets completed. I'm like, of course, and I believe that was the Fangman over there. I'm like, oh, you annoying woman. So I'm gonna try and track this girl and try and get her. But because of the fact that this girl runs straight in front of me, I just hooked her, but she ran in front of me, so I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna kill you. So I'm gonna go after this girl again, Even though I probably shouldn't chase this girl twice, considering how literally I just chased her. But you ran in front of me, so you must die. Luckily for me, I was able to hit that really strange hit. Now I'm gonna hook her a second time, and he's on the second stage. Now I only really, I guess you can count it as tunneling. I don't count it as tunneling because she literally ran in front of me. Like, I don't know why she did that. Also, luckily that perk, Desolation broke that pallet, so I don't have to worry about it anymore. But the fact she ran right in front of me made me hit her like that. I decided to go over here. By the way, I knew Fang Min was over here. I knew she was. The reason why I knew that is because I'm a smart player. In my head, basically, I was like, I saw Fang Min get injured by a claw trap. I used my radar. I saw she was on the left side. That means she either went back over here to she either went back, and she is all the way near that right hook that's white over there, the scorch hook, or she went to the shack. And the shack, and also because of the fact that the shack generator has been completed, it only makes logical sense she's over there. So because of that reason, I was able to kill her before she healed herself. And now I'm gonna go after this girl again because I was like, yeah, let me make sure I hook Fang Min. And luckily for me, I did. Now I'm thinking this girl has Lucky Break too because I didn't see her scratch mark. But no, just the game being bad, and apparently scratch marks don't exist the second you what's it called? Hit a survivor. And then they do another gen. I'm like, So I'm thinking that guy's gonna body block for this girl, but apparently he's like everyone for themselves, and he decides to go for the unhook instead of trying to save this girl's life. And then someone gets injured, and I'm like, yay! So now I have everyone injured besides one person. Not live. I have everyone injured, and I'm about to hook someone on a scorch hook so I can get the generator with the most progress to lose 25%. And now I use my radar to track where everyone is, and I'm going to try and go after, I believe that's Nancy. I could be wrong. No, that's not Nancy. Who is that? I don't remember her name. But I'm going to go after the girl, the third girl who's injured, because basically I want to try and get her out the game, kind of know she's dead on hook. So that's the plan, but the real question I have is, can I go after you? And the answer is yes. Because they failed the body block. I know you got a flashlight. I'm not an idiot. So I'm going to try and pretend like I'm going to not pick up the girl, and then I'm going to go after this girl again, which I'm not going to count as handling because literally she was trying to go for a flashlight save. What I'm supposed to do, not let her, like, not down her. So I'm going to down her a second time. I know they're going to rescue her off the ground before I can do anything, but the thing is, I know they're in a really bad position right now. Two people, well, no, one girl is dead on hook, another girl is about to be dead on hook if I can get her. And they have two gens they have to do, and none of the gens have progress right now. So I know I'm in a really good position. It was so obvious that girl was going to drop the pallet down. I don't want to sound cocky, but it was just so obvious. I was like, you're not playing well. Now, the Fang Min is playing the best, but I was like, no, that's obvious. So I'm going to let her drop that pallet, and I'm going to leave it there. That way I can use Desolation on it later. Or I'll just break it myself if I need to. I want to hook her on a scorch hook. I couldn't remember if I did it or not. I thought I did, but I just couldn't remember, so I just want to make sure. Also, I knew she was dead on hook, so the only problem is now I can't use that hook anymore because she's dead on it. But at the same exact time, now that she is, but I wanted to make sure that I could actually, get my scorch hook pay residence off. So now that we're at the end of the video, basically, not the end of the video, but like near the end, and we have two people left. I want to talk about two things. First thing I want to talk about is very simple. Orman, I hate this map, but I hate this map, but I like it more than Azeroth's wrestling play. That's for sure. I don't know why I just hate that map. I'm really bad at it, or that map is just bad. But I don't know. I hate Orman because it's a really big map, and sometimes the game can be really just one-sided, and sometimes it's not. It depends on how I play or how they play, but that's how I feel. So I know the guy's injured, so I'm going to go up to him, and I get a quick down, and then we're going to hook him on a hook. And I know that the Fang Min's going to go for the rescue, but I also can't stay at the hook because of the new unhook mechanic, where you say if a killer stays near a hook too long, the survivor can automatically unhook themselves, and that's a problem for me. So I have to go away from the hook. And I'm assuming the Fang Min does have a map trying to do that generator, because that's what I would do if I was a survivor. So that's exactly where I'm gonna go. So that's the first thing I want to talk about. The second thing I want to talk about is my upload schedule. Like I always talk about it, but I'm gonna try to upload more like usual. But the problem is, like I told y'all, if you're new, welcome. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. If you're new, then you know that I record my videos, and then I edit them, and then I ask my friend for a thumbnail, and then we go on from there. Again, like usual, my friend has not responded to my text messages when I text his phone, and he's not responded to my messages when I hit him on Instagram. So because of that reason, I don't want to give up, but I almost feel like I should just stop asking. So I'm going to make my own thumbnails from now on. If my thumbnail look bad, I'm sorry. I believe it was Swansea told me about this girl's gonna go in the corner because she thinks, like, she just gives up, by the way, and also she thinks that she goes in the corner, I won't be able to probably hook her, but I'm going to hook her anyway because the hook right here. And it's a score trick, which is kind of funny considering how there's only one gen left for them to do, and they're not gonna be able to do it in time because there's just no way. But he's not responding, so I'm just gonna make my own thumbnails. I'm not saying like, oh, he's gonna never respond, or I'm never gonna, let him make my thumbnails again, but I just don't like relying on people, especially if I can't tell what's happening. So I just want to make my own thumbnails so I can at least get these videos out for y'all. Now, what thumbnail look better, look worse, I really don't know, honestly. But what matters is making videos and having fun doing it. And I have fun making videos. I do have fun making thumbnails. It just takes me a long time because I'm not the best at making them. But I want to try and make them look good, but it's just hard. And like I said, I believe Swansea said that it was like either a website or like a website where you can make thumbnails, or it was like you could ask people to make thumbnails for you. It was something he said, but I don't really remember. But I do know that I want to make my thumbnails better, and I'm going to start making my own thumbnails because of the fact that I don't know where my friends are. Now, another thing I want to talk about, because I can, is I'm pretty sure everyone who's watching this video who actually does play Dead by Daylight knows about the streamer on Twitch and the YouTuber True Talent. True Talent is one of my favorite YouTubers who plays Dead by Daylight. I've been watching him since the beginning of Dead by Daylight, actually. So that's how you know I'm a big fan. And I watch all his videos. Now, I want y'all's opinion on something. Of course, let me know in the comments, because I love reading y'all's comments. I want to know if y'all want me to make... So, before I say, let me give you a little idea as to why I'm saying this. I watch True Talent's video all the time, and I noticed that he'll post a game, and it'll be one match. And he uses different killers, and I use the same one. I've never not used Soul Merchant. I've used Soul Merchant in all my videos. I'm not saying I won't use other killers, but honestly, I probably won't use other killers. I like Soul Merchant so much, and I love all the strategy I do with her, so that's why I use her. But I dropped this guy on the ground, by the way, because I hit me that if I hook him, the chance that Penguin will get the hatch. So I'm like, no. So I'm going to try and kill Penguin first, and that's the reason why I dropped him on the ground. I was going to pray that I have him unbreakable, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't, but I'm going to hook him, and now I'm going to go after Penguin and try and kill her. And Penguin's like, I give up. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but you must die. Look, I was saying, True Talent, he'll post a video, and when he posts a video, he'll only post normally one game, literally one game, and then the next video he'll post will be one game. Now, of course, all these games are from his Twitch stream. Words are hard. So because of that reason, of course, he has a billion videos he can make because he will stream for 7 hours, and you can do 4 games in 1 hour, so you have so much content you can easily put down. I wanted to know if y'all want me to just upload consistently every single day, but instead of putting more effort into my videos I do now, instead of putting more effort in videos I do right now, where I will do 3 games in a row in one video, and I'll have a really good looking thumbnail and everything like that. If you want me to just use one video at a time, because it will of course have more videos out for y'all, so y'all can watch them. But I feel like having longer videos makes the video have more impact, and also it shows you the build I'm using. I use different builds in every video most of the time, so it's having videos where I use different builds is really good. Also, the fact that I only use one killer, having having 5 videos of one match, but they're all me using the same build. I feel like that would be kind of not really boring, but I feel like it'd be what's the point in doing 5 videos with the same build when I can use one video with one build and show y'all how good it was in 3 different games. So I want y'all's opinion. Upload more, but make the video smaller, or upload just like the way I upload right now, with like 25 to 40 minute videos consisting of 2 to 3 games. I just want y'all's opinion on that. Of course, any opinion on any other games you want to see, I have games planned, don't you worry, it is coming. But y'all see you on the next video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Have a nice day.